Magic of Love, Chapter 6, by Mysterious Stranger. She what? Rarity's voice echoed through the entire room.
She asked me out tonight.
She did?
Please, Rarity, I'm right in front of you.
Sorry, dear, but I'm excited. I've been waiting for this day for far too long, almost as much as you. Rarity hugged her friend tightly. Rarity hugged her friend tightly, and Fluttershy found herself unable to breathe for the second time that night. When Rarity released her, she took several breaths. Oh, sorry, I guess I overdid it a little.
It's okay. I'm fine.
They passed the rest of the night talking about the date, wondering how it would work out, and trying to think of what to do to make it work. Or in the other words, Rarity talked while Fluttershy nodded and blushed. The next day, Rarity was prepping her friend for the big night. Twilight was going to arrive soon. Stay still, Fluttershy. I didn't want to poke your eye out.
Sorry. It's just that I'm too nervous. I don't think I'm going to survive the night.
Don't say such a thing, darling. Everything's going to be fine. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. But not too much. Did I tell you to look? Close your eyes again.
Sorry.
Fluttershy closed her eyes again, allowing her friend to continue making her presentable for the date. So, what are you going to give her?
What?
The date. You should give her something pretty.
I didn't think of that. I've been too worried thinking about telling her. I just thinking that I'm going to be alone with her.
Fluttershy tilted her head down, almost causing Rarity to mess up her makeup. Stay still, dear. I'm still working.
Sorry.
It's okay. Nothing happened. 10 minutes later. I'm finished. Look at yourself and tell me what you think, Rarity said while giving her friend a mirror. When the Pegasus looked at her reflection in the mirror, she almost dropped it. She couldn't believe how beautiful she looked.
Wow, Rarity. You've done it this time. I look
Perfect, darling. Twilight's definitely fall for you, she said, feeling proud of herself. You two will go out tonight. I can already hear the wedding bells. And then you'll have a family together. Promise me I'll be your maid of honor. Fluttershy's face became redder the more Rarity said.
Rarity, please. I'm nervous enough already. And we don't even know if she's going to fall in love with me or not. After all, why would she? I'm lucky enough to have her as a friend.
Fluttershy, you need to stop being so negative. You're beautiful, kind, and you're able to overcome your fears. When some pony you care for is in danger. Don't be so hard on yourself, dear. She loves you as much as you love her. The timid Pegasus looked up at her friend's serious expression. The timid Pegasus looked up at her friend's serious expression.
You really think so?
Of course I do. Fluttershy hugged her friend tightly, catching her by surprise.
Thank you. I feel a lot better.
They heard a knock on the door, causing Fluttershy to jump.
Oh, she's here.
she squeaked before hiding behind Rarity. Fluttershy, this is your house. You have to open the door.
Right. Can't you do it?
Fluttershy! There was another knock. Come on, open it! Rarity pushed her friend forward. Do it or she'll start to get worried again. Do you want that?
No.
Then open it! Fluttershy gulped and waited until Rarity was hidden before opening the door. Behind it was the most beautiful pony she's ever seen. Fluttershy was instantly lost in those big lavender eyes of hers. Suddenly she wasn't so scared, and everything felt okay, as she stared at the mare of her dreams. Oh, hi, Fluttershy. I was starting to think you weren't home. The unicorn's smile soon faded and was replaced with a concerned look when she noticed that her friend wasn't moving. Fluttershy. The Pegasus blinked when she realized that she was doing. Yeah! The Pegasus blinked when she realized what she was doing.
Oh, sorry, Twilight. I'm glad to see you.
Twilight's smile appeared again, making Fluttershy grin too. So, are you ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Fluttershy closed the door behind. Be Flufflepuff. Fluttershy closed the door and walked beside Twilight under the sunset. She was nervous, but
Flufflepuff.
She was nervous, but walking with the unicorn calmed her a little. They made it to the field where the two of them could be alone. They could see the stars and the moons shining above them. The mares were laying on the grass. Twilight described the constellations with great detail, and Fluttershy listened to every word with interest. Nothing made her happier to hear that sweet voice of her love. She always had something to say. The Pegasus, on the other hoof, only nodded. It wasn't that she didn't want to talk, but because she wanted to listen. Fluttershy's heart beat out. Fluttershy's heartbeats were out of control that night. She was getting worried that Twilight might hear them, but besides her own heart, she could only hear the wind. Everything was quite quiet and peaceful. Suddenly, Twilight stopped talking, making Fluttershy look at her. They both stared in mutual silence for several moments until Twilight spoke again. You look nice, Fluttershy. She was blushing lightly. The timid Pegasus was gaped.
Thank you, Twilight. You look nice too.
Fluttershy had a question on her mind, but wasn't sure if she should ask. So she opened and closed her mouth until she finally managed to get the words out.
Do you feel something for me, Twilight?
Twilight sighed. She knew this question was coming sooner or later. I'm not sure, Fluttershy. I've been so confused. I look at you and I want to hug you, but at the same time I don't want to. I've been thinking a lot since you said those wonderful things to me, but I don't know what I want to do. Sorry, I know you don't want to hear this, but I can't lie to you. I really do care about you. Fluttershy was trying not to cry. Fluttershy was trying not to cry, and barely managed to do so.
I understand. Maybe this was a bad idea after all. Let's go back home.
Fluttershy,
Please, Twilight, let's just go.
the Pegasus wanted to get inside her house and cry, and even now she was about to break down in tears. The way back to Fluttershy's house was quiet and uncomfortable. The unicorn tried to make eye contact with her friend to say something, but she was only ignored. Fluttershy needed to be alone. When they made it, Fluttershy opened the door and took a step inside without looking at the pony who accompanied her. See you tomorrow, Fluttershy?
Yeah.
She said, still not looking at her. Good night. But Fluttershy didn't say anything. She closed the door and waited until Twilight left before letting her tears come out.